to the wall, eyes on the prize. Call it what you will. They take the field this afternoon with a solid and focused determination, knowing full well that a win today and another next week earns them a playoff spot. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, this NFL Network special has the Indianapolis Colts looking to delay a Ravens run to the postseason. In the AFC playoff picture, the Ravens are on the outside looking in, but the tiebreakers favor Baltimore, and 2 wins in 2 remaining games gives them a wild card. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Baltimore. Greg Gumbel along with my partner Trent Green, and Jamie Erdahl will be with us along the sidelines today. Trent, things could not be more clear for the Baltimore Ravens. It's simply there for the taking.
Well, and every coach and player, if you ask them across the NFL, going into the first game of the season, if you get to week 16 and you control your playoff destiny, every single team would take that, and that's what the Ravens have here today.
Let's talk about Joe Flacco, because all season long, these Baltimore fans have been wondering where the old Joe Flacco is. He has been inconsistent, although the last few weeks have been promising.
Well, what the fans seem to forget is Joe Flacco had a back injury in late July. He didn't participate in training camp or any of the preseason, so his numbers indicated that he missed that much time. Early on in the season, not getting the ball down the field as much, more interceptions than touchdowns, but the last 3 weeks he's gotten hot. You can see his numbers there, pushing it down the field more.
Now, he is playing behind an offensive line that was hit hard by injury early on, but it has pulled together.
Well, and those injuries were hard on the interior part of the line. Both guards gone for the season early on in the season, but they've only given up 3 sacks in the last 4 games. What we're going to focus on, though, is the running game in the Going Green segment with some help by next-gen stats. First, Alex Collins, he likes to run outside. He likes getting outside the tackles, averaging 5 yards a carry when he's running outside the tackles. Next up is Javaris Allen. He's more of a between-the-tackles runner. He likes getting the tough yards on the inside, 517 yards rushing, most of those coming between the tackles. Then Danny Woodhead was 8 weeks on IR with a hamstring injury, but he's effective catching the ball out of the backfield.
Now, the history of this franchise is that the defense shows the way. Does this defense have what it takes to do that?
They definitely have what it takes to do that. Very disruptive defense, 3 Pro Bowlers on the defensive side. You can see some of their stats with points per game allowed. They lead the NFL with 33 takeaways. They like to cause problems for opposing quarterbacks, and they like getting into the backfield to wreck the running game as well.
All right, Trent, time to talk about who will shine, presented by Lyft.
Well, the matchup we're going to focus on today is going to be Colts left tackle Anthony Costanzo against Ravens Pro Bowl outside linebacker Terrell Suggs. Costanzo, no sacks in the last 6 games. He's had several matchups in his career against Terrell Suggs. He has a lot of respect for Suggs, but he knows what type of pass rusher Terrell Suggs is. He likes the bull rush, and then he likes to shed you to get off to either make the tackle on the running back or to get that sack. 11 sacks on the season, as you can see.
Now, for the Indianapolis Colts, it has been a rough season. There is no question about it. The return of Andrew Luck at quarterback never materialized, which forced the Colts to turn to Jacoby Brissett.
Well, and because of that Andrew Luck injury, they had to go with Brissett. They made the trade September 2nd, and 15 days later, with being an Indianapolis Colt, he was starting against the Arizona Cardinals in week 2. So that has something to do with why his stats are the way they are. He was learning the offense. It was a work in progress. He had to understand, number one, the first game, what's the snap count? How do I get everybody off on the same ball, same snap? And then it worked into, now all of a sudden you got a full package, a full complement of plays. He needs to get rid of the ball quicker, can't hang on to the ball as long. Who he needs to perform well, sorry about that, Greg, who he needs to perform well is T.Y. Hilton. In the 3 wins, over 150 yards receiving in those games. He has to have a big day today for the Colts.
Now I'll go. The Colts' defensive problems have been many, and the numbers tell the tale as to why it's been a 3-11 season so far, but there has been some standout play.
There have been injuries on both sides of the ball for the Colts, but the player that's shined for the Colts defensively has been Jabal Sheard. He leads the team in sacks, leads the team in quarterback pressure, and is tied for the team lead in tackles for loss. He has to have a big day, causing problems for Joe Flacco.
It is a tall order for the Colts, a boisterous crowd, and a Ravens team that can see the road to the NFL playoffs. Back to Baltimore for the opening kick after this.
Kickoff Special is presented by Lyft. It matters how you get there. Download and ride today.